Yeah.
It's unbelievable. You can actually watch like the full new Sumail stack versus another spot. But either way, let's watch these two teams play each other.
OG and the Sadim Stunners. Community bands, Meepo, Nightstalker, Wisp, and Pango Lear. Thanks, Grant. I really wanted to see Meepo.
You're good.
You just fucked up my Wednesday.
Skyrath is good, though. He made it through. Lucky.
I see the Sadim Stunners. We're doing a little bit of begging there to get that IO banned. Very smart.
Okay.
Making sure they wouldn't have to worry about that or spend their MOONDUCK
Very
here.
smart. Very smart. Now, the auction meta trend, OG went with a big goose egg.
Yeah.
And the Stunners didn't go with the singleton. They went for the 2. So they thought about this.
Yeah, the 2-for gets you the win. That's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Top
value.
tier Midas mode play.
Stunners got the value.
850 Moonbucks. They get some pressure to win this first game or at least start doing some bounties. Because if you, like, let's say they draft out here and they lose, they're probably going to be sitting around like 400 Moonbucks.
And your game 2 is not going to be fun.
That's a pricey ban.
That is 53, man.
He is the 4th most expensive interior.
What? Lycan
What?
Pick.
Oh, okay.
First pick. Now, Lycan, very cost-effective at a humble 19, the cheapest strength hero in the pool.
So can we all agree that this is going to be an Aghanim's Lycan?
I
Why
hope
else
so.
is OG first picking a Lycan? To me, that screams that they're about to do some Aghanim shenanigans.
And I hope so.
Give me Bamboe Bat Rider. Come on.
Has it been changed or buffed at all? Like, is it still the meme Aghanims, or is there
They
a
keep
world where
buffing
it's
it.
not
They
awful?
They gave it an
it's still a
extra
meme,
wolf or
but
something?
yeah, it is.
But you
better.
still don't get Feral Impulse. Like, I think that's that would make it better, like getting half.
And do the wolves still
Impulse.
feed a bounty? Isn't that part of the issue? Is
Yeah.
that you're giving more
it's pretty
gold to the
cheap,
enemy?
Though. It's like
cheap, but
it's
you're
like
still
15 or
just
18
giving money.
gold or something. Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen quite a few people in matchmaking go for it on like top tier matches. They're all testing it out.
like third item, Helm, Necro,
No.
Ags, right?
Okay. So looks like we have at least one stand-in for OG. I think the coach is playing, and potential actually a second stand-in.
But they said unknown.
Unknown,
Could we make
so-
that not unknown? There, JJ, is that possible? Admins,
So,
Jacob.
all right.
It's not his job to find out who this is, or unless they're still hunting for it. That might be the real thing. You know,
seconds remaining.
I don't. Oh, and
Whoa.
the creep takeover has been enabled.
Uh-oh.
Looks like they were doing some extra testing last
we
night.
brought back the stunners, and they put in the creep takeover. Oh, jeez.
Oh boy!
I don't
here we
want
go.
more angry messages from Cinderin.
It's going to be a bumpy one. Well, they go CM Bristleback, so this is a great duo, but not cheap for the Stunners. Everybody spent 330 Moonbucks with their first 2 heroes.
Why do I hear Slacks yelling?
5 seconds.
What is Slacks doing?
Oh, the crowd mic is on, and Slacks is yelling at the VIPs.
I believe he is taking some creeps. He says, one second here. Slacks, have OG bought creeps? He thinks
Yes.
so.
Okay.
All right, perfect answer.
So,
Look how we just hear Slacks coming. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my!
I see his
Are they
fingers
doing
moving
it?
out there.
So if they've bought
And it
if they've
keeps
bought
back.
creeps and they're getting all the summons
They're
heroes,
just going to all in
Just
on those
hard
creeps.
push?
Yeah, they're just
So-
going to super all in.
what's left? Like Nature's Prophet,
Yeah. I think Nature's Prophet.
Lone
Who else?
Druid.
I think. Just
So
do it,
it's
yeah.
just overwhelm them with
with creep.
minions
Yeah,
and zoo.
do it. I like Lone Druid.
Hey, it's pretty good to have a bristle, though. Nice AoE
It is.
physical damage versus a bunch of summons.
Just sit there,
5
yeah.
seconds
All right, now if you're the
remaining.
Stunners, do you start spending on some bans here? Are you like looking at this theme and thinking, oh, should we be banning some heroes here?
You definitely should slow it down, right? I mean, we've seen, like, in the actual Dota, right, like, J-Storm's winning in NA because they're playing super fast. You look at this lineup, it's so fast. You got to slow it down somehow.
Do you have
But-
enough bans for the amount of heroes that they can pick?
That's the
I
question.
don't think so, but there are some cheap like stall heroes, like Underlord's only 37. Where's Medusa? Is she expensive? She's 64. Sniper only 37. So
Oh.
there are some potential solutions that aren't mega expensive.
Yeah. And OG just skips their bans. They're like, nope, we're good. We're just going to run it.
We got a
don't
plan.
care. Yeah,
We
we're
got
we're
this.
Care
good.
what you pick.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, they have a lot of options. Visage is one we didn't mention that could also play a role here.
Now, what were the two
Beastmaster.
heroes? Naga and OD?
Yeah.
Naga and
They
OG.
challenged them to
To
win.
win without him, yeah. We'll see.
OD.
That Naga hero.
I mean, OD's looking pretty, kind of okay, I guess. You can kind of get run down by Lycan, but at the same time, your ulti would be devastating at the moment.
Yeah,
Yep.
it would.
We'll see if they hold true to this challenge from OG.
Wow, Drow and Clink's down to 11 moves.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder if they're going to make it to single digits. I hope so.
I wonder what the floor is. I wonder if they'll
wonder if it
eventually
is a
become
1.
0 or
Yeah,
1.
zero.
Yeah.
Just 0?
Zero.
Oh, perfect.
It starts feeling positive. You gain Moonbucks. That's the real solution. That's Midas Mode 3.
Please pick Drow.
We'll just pay you to pick
Please.
the worst heroes.
If OG do go for hard push here, this is a tinker game already. I can see Stunner just going for it.
Yeah. Getting rid of the Enigma too, though. All right, good.
Some big cooldowns.
Yeah, I could definitely see some sort of a Tinker lineup. Tinker or Alchemist.
Just some hard D push where you just
Yeah.
keep waves away from your base.
Ember still in too, and they have CM for like a Storm potentially.
10 seconds remaining.
Lots of options here for the Stunners. And they do have to pick first, so probably a position 4
5
hero.
seconds remaining.
Not a lot of fun versus Eng. Not a lot of good 4 matchups.
Yeah,
with that
no one
hero.
really wants to ever play that because you're the playmaker and you just get shut down.
Is there anyone? There's got to be. What about like Clockwork?
What, for the Stunners?
I'm surprised
Yeah.
they haven't picked Bat, honestly. Bat against Lycan and
I mean,
Edge.
4s against Eng.
Just D push. Anyone like? I mean, Rubik kind of stands out in terms of like you're thinking D push and lots of units and everything, but
He's pretty pricey.
he doesn't have anything to steal right now, and he's actually the most expensive in hero. Okay, yeah,
That would be
we'll
half
stick away from
more
that
than
one.
half their money. Yeah.
How appropriate for
that's
the
no good.
Grand Magus.
Coddle's still in. That's a good one. But
Only
they already have a
84.
CM,
Coddle,
so then
Maiden,
it's all.
Bristleback,
I guess
Infinite Quills.
that is a lot of mana.
Is it too much mana?
I think it might be.
For a hero like Bristle, I don't know. He can make use of pretty much unlimited mana.
True.
Like there's a couple that are in that like threshold of I'll take as much as you can give me. What about Zeus in terms of deep push? I know Lycan can kind of run him down, but that's one of those that kind of goes both ways a little bit because you have so much burst damage.
It depends on like how much other catch there is aside from the Lycan.
Yeah, that's good.
Summons mess up your item build as well because Ags is super low value against summons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You have to get a Eul's. You have to get a lot of defense.
Oh
items.
jeez. Oh, there's
Okay.
so many
Yeah,
units.
you're right. There's an
Like,
I would
they're
not doubt
going
the
for
Lone Druid. Yeah, I think the
They're
Lone Druid might
actually
be coming out.
suing.
And Mars for the Stunners. First Mars pick, I think, of the tournament.
Oh, you know.
Oh, man.
Could you get hit by Roche and then instantly aggro it onto one of your summons?
10 seconds
You might be able
remaining.
to.
That's a good way to do that bounty.
That's smart.
Yeah.
5
We'll see.
seconds.
Just put
Save
so many
OGR
summons in the
into it.
pit that the guy's spamming and he can't hit
I
the
can't
hero.
get them. Where are they?
Dude,
They're
OG
just
are doing the big
boxes.
brain plays. All right, how can we break this stupid Roshan VR?
Mars is perfect though, right? Lycan likes to just run away from you, get him trapped inside the circle, try and use the like every nice low cooldown, keep initiating fights.
Great with CM too, another one of these bruisers with big time mana problems. He's like really got mana issues.
He does.
First
Yeah,
like,
there
10
he
levels,
is.
something like that.
Finally.
As Gary B said, the bat. Now, I'm kind of curious. That could be a Bamboe bat. It could also be a Bamboe Mars.
They've got 3 offlane heroes.
Yeah. Probably going to be a 1 Bristle, one would think. Could also be a mid bat, theoretically, depending on what the lane matchups look like. So they'll have some
For God's
options.
sake.
The Zoo!
It continues.
Beastmaster, such a key part of these strategies though, because he gives you
Auras.
the units and the auras and also the vision grant. The vision game is a key
The vision.
aspect.
Yep, it is.
Right, what's the 5th hero then for OG?
I mean, I would still say just
Visage.
Lone Druid. Who else?
Visage.
Yeah.
Oh, I like Visage. That feels like more of a top-sending hero.
Exactly.
I don't know why.
You can't really brood anymore.
It's just a high tempo. Lone Druid's he's not slow, but he
All
likes
right.
a lot of items.
So if Sox is playing, let's figure this out. Who's playing the Beastmaster? Do you think it's Seb, or do you think Seb wants the... It's probably Seb, and No Tail wants the Prophet, maybe?
Maybe they were playing some janky heroes yesterday.
They were. They
too,
were
like
kinda mixing them out.
completely. Yeah.
No Tail was playing the 1 yesterday.
Yeah.
Right?
He,
There
yeah.
could be No Tail Lycan.
It might be the no-tail Lycan again, I think. Any micro hero he's good with, though, right? Like, he's the one guy, like, yeah, I'll play whatever.
Abba is that classic hero in those 5-man strats. Plus, they have the spear being so important, as well as the lasso. That's a perfect ban here. But whenever we see those 5-man
5
stacks in
seconds
pubs
remaining.
doing these like super cheesy drafts, it was like Abba, Venge, right? You just 5-man straight away with the headdresses and batsies.
Oh, I like this a lot.
The heal. Now you got 2 forms of heal as well.
Yeah, be a core dazzle here. He'll
Yeah.
play super fast, high tempo. You can even go for the necro build, so you still get some zoo alongside the dazzle.
We know it's Zoo, we know it's push strat,
Yep.
but is it 5-man mid push strat?
That's the question. Are they
5-man mid level
headdresses?
1, do they go headdress Bassy? Go
I kind of think, I don't know.
Is
I
that
don't know if they have the
actually
right
legit?
heroes for it.
No, it's not legit, but they might do it. I mean, it was bad in Dota 1, and it never got buffed.
Because
so.
the thing is, with Nature's Prophet, you can double TP in and out with salves and clarity
Yeah.
for your team, so you can keep...
Ooh.
Yeah.
But I don't
it's
think
real
Lycan's really a good hero for that, is he?
It's not, because you'll be on a timer, right? Because eventually some dude who's just free farming
I think-
top will
Isn't
come to
there
the fight.
level 1 zoo pretty ass? Like it
I think
scales
so.
well,
Yeah.
and there's the coddle for some of the wave clear. But like level 1, it's not many tree ents. The boar is kind of a wimp. Ench is going to have some dinky little creep, and then you've got these wolves that die in 3 hits from the tower.
So I kind of love what the Stunners did with their cores, because their 3 cores are like off-lane-ish heroes that like fighting, and you know what OG's going to do, right? So they are prepared for a very busy early game. This should be fun.
I mean, Bristleback is run at me, bro. Let's fucking go.
What
I mean,
did
that's
Liquid
his-
have when they tier 1'd? Like instantly in that game. They had a lone druid and some other traps.
No, I have no.
Wait, when they tried to do it or when they
No,
succeeded?
they tried to do it. They got it to like half HP.
Oh, that was when they didn't they have the ABBA and then he skilled
Yes.
his E first.
With
and
a
they
lone
just lost
druid.
the game. Yeah, they literally lost the game. It was just funny. We're like, oh, the game's over. They tried.
What was that, JJ? I'm sorry, I missed it. Oh, Nature's Prophet, yeah.
He's just helping. He's in there. He likes those Liquid games.
Yeah.
I do think we will see the Roche try here, though. I'm going to get hit once and then survive. It's tough, though.
Yeah, that Roche
he can
is
hit
terrifying. You guys saw what
hard.
happened to poor Jerry.
And so the bounty isn't to literally get hit once. It's just you have to get hit at least once
And
survive.
survive.
And survive.
Right? It's
You
not
gotta
trying
get
to
out
like
of
get
the
hit
pit.
one.
Yeah.
It's just live is really the name
Just
of the
live.
game.
But at level 1, you're probably dying after 2 or 3 hits.
gotta
to
test
that.
your luck.
He's going fast. That was me if I'm Roche.
was
Can
a-
I be Roche one of the games?
I can't wait
In
for
a
that.
couple days? I would love
If you
to.
buy a VIP ticket.
Oh, no, never mind.
It's okay. We'll take it out of your
Invoice
talent.
me. All right, thanks. I'll do it. Get him out of there. I'm going.
No, that would be badass, dude. We need a VIP in the Roche pit.
No.
I have some confidence in OG here. I know, like, when we looked at the odds, we were thinking that over 3x for the
there he is.
Stunners.
He's
Hi,
getting
Mr.
ready.
Roche.
Hello, Roshan, man. You're on
Hi.
camera. There he is.
Yeah.
He's ready to beat some ass. I am ready.
Let's see it. I actually have some confidence in OG, though. I know this is a very all-in strat,
Wow,
and they have...
What a bold statement of confidence in the 2-time TI winners.
It's the core dazzle, though. If you would have let me get through Trent,
Yeah,
you would
but
have
then
heard
it's
that
not as
I'm
funny.
going in on my hero that I would
I
never
already
bet
picking
against.
2-time TI winner, loser.
Thank you, Grant.
Front runner.
I'm taking the Sadim Stunners. They got this.
You think they'll hold off?
Yeah.
All right.
I know they're going to do this today. I'm on Sir Sadim's side. After how rude
Whoa.
Mr. Midas was,
Oh, shit.
I think I've shifted a little bit here.
I didn't move my pin over, but Sir Sadim, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. See?
Okay.
I'm not a bad guy. I'm always for the good guys. Mr. Midas, even though he was a tad rude, he's still, look at this tournament he gave us.
In
We
his
got to go
heart.
for Midas, AKOG.
They really are
Okay.
the Midas.
So we're
They really
split
are.
again.
We are.
It would seem.
I think this game's going to end at about 18 minutes in, and then OG's going to win.
Reginald!
We've got a piece of
Oh,
paper here. What is
He's
this, Reg?
alive!
Thank you, Reg.
Thanks, Reggie.
We got a note here. OG is the only team that got creeps. They have 8 creeps.
They bought 8 creeps.
Please.
There's also an invoice
Can
on
you
the other
show
side.
camera
So
this note, please?
My God.
Oh, they can't see it. It's a lovely
a
looking
little washed
note.
out. It is
It's,
handwritten. Reginald is. Oh,
Yeah,
Did
there you
Reginald
go.
just dox you or something?
well, he docked somebody. I don't know what the hell's on the back of this thing, but
Don't sign anything.
yeah, OG.
Oh, show it again.
Oh, here it is. Oh,
there we go. It's very professional.
8 creep.
That's a lot of creeps.
Reginald's still working on his penmanship.
Does that still include catapults?
There's a chance that you will be a catapult.
I saw in
It's a dice
testing
roll.
there were catapults.
Okay.
Yes, it's just random.
Ooh.
So
And if you get it, it's actually kind of cool because you play a real role. You get to push.
Yeah.
You get to cruise
pretty
around.
serious business.
Yeah.
Follow the lichen.
Yeah.
I like you get a real roll. The other creeps just sitting. They just hear you calling them garbage.
They're only there to stack camp.
They don't have their headphones on yet. Oh, no.
This was a big flex by the richer team, though, because it would
Yep.
have been very risky, I think, to pay up here as the Stunners. And that if you don't pay for creeps, that means they get all 8, as you showed. So
Right.
If you guys
right.
haven't been paying
It's like
attention.
it's sort of a game theory. Thing,
yeah,
a little
it's
bit.
you got to match it or
And that's one, I hope I'm not mistaken here, but it's not blind. So when the lobby starts, they have the opportunity to say, does anybody want creep takeover? So if one team buys
that's-
it, the
that's
other
correct.
team has the
buy
opportunity to
it.
say, okay, since they're buying it, we're
Yeah.
going to counter and buy it. So it's not like a surprise, so
Yep.
to speak. So a choice from the Stunners. And don't forget, the Stunners have a free Super Roche upgrade. So their bank is low, normally a 200 moonbuck
okay.
cost. They
That's
can
true.
Super Roche whenever they want in this series, absolutely free.
And I think
Oh, but they have Ench. Oh, he needs to yeet the Ench. All right, Super Roche, if you're listening, they're going to try and Roche you. You got to be ready for this. They got a strat. They got all these summons. That Ench, they're going to try and tank with the Ench,
Yeet.
with the untouchable. You got to yeet that. Can
All
I
right.
see a yeet?
He's
Yeah,
ready.
that's a
Let's-
yeet.
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
ready.
All right,
gotta-
let's see your form here, VR. Okay, never mind. I
No,
want
yeah.
to see the form. What do we got?
That's a
that was
yeet.
pretty good. All right, now give us the punch. Let's see the speed. Will anyone?
They're
Oh,
done. They're
Oh,
done.
shit.
Oh, he stopped.
Oh, that was Rocky.
Da, da,
Hey, Philadelphia, my hometown. And also where Nerd Street Gamers is based. The group that owns the venue that we're in right now here in Lakewood.
Keep going, Trent.
Thanks.
That was pretty good.
Did you guys watch the new one?
No.
Wasn't there like
What's
a
the
new
newest
Rocky?
one?
I think that's a new Rambo. dude.
Creed? Was
Oh.
it Creed?
I know it's the same guy, but I don't think that's Rocky's last stand. I don't think that's
Boxes
Rocky
his way out.
who's snapping necks and shooting off rocket launchers.
Well, it could be. You never know. Have you seen the movie, Trent?
No. I
Okay,
haven't.
then. Well,
maybe
don't
that's
talk
the
about
end
it.
of the movie. You find out that Rambo was Rocky all along. My boxing.
Can we
career
do a
didn't work
group
out.
viewing party of Rambo tonight? I've actually never seen it. I've
never
seen
seen the
clips.
first one?
I've
The
never
original?
seen the full original all the way through.
It's
I
a
haven't.
strange movie.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've seen some of the clips. It's quite weird.
Yeah, it's a bit out there.
I've
It's
never seen
very 70s, you
It-
know.
70s.
It was meant to be like a damning
Yeah.
view on warfare. Like Monopoly was meant to be a damning view on capitalism, but it just turned into the complete opposite. People love.
I love this
flaring
game,
everything.
yeah. Boardwalk.
Go wild.
I hate
Did you guys have a Monopoly strat? I played a lot of Monopoly as a kid. I
Yeah.
always went for the light blues. They were the value. Like, you know, the
Is that
first
the-
row, you
that's
got
the
the
first row.
browns, like then you got the
Connecticut.
blues. Yeah, Connecticut.
Yeah.
My
Good.
strat
I
is
always bought those instantly and then slapped those hotels down.
Yeah.
Ooh.
laugh at the people that buy the train stations.
What?
Those guys
Yeah.
they are the worst things to buy in Monopoly.
I mean, statistically, Gareth, you're correct.
Yeah.
No, what about the utility? Isn't utility worse?
Well,
Sure.
yeah, utilities.
That,
are
that, I
Boom.
pile
Got 'em.
all in on the same shit.
Yeah, okay.
I thought Boardwalk was really bad value because it's the most expensive one that is actually not good to buy
I don't
in
know.
most scenarios.
I used to think that, but it's also like a one-hit kill. You know,
But-
they land on that thing. It's
yeah,
pretty
so,
fun.
so you go all in with your economy to
Well,
yeet somebody out of the game. Is that the strat?
well, it's more like you're already winning, so you buy it
Yeah.
to like smack
Okay.
them down one
And
at
the
a time.
strat is to buy all the houses so no one else can buy houses.
That is
Okay, that's the
ultimate strat.
actual
That's the
strat of
actual
Monopoly.
strat.
And that is why Monopoly is one of the stupidest fucking games on the planet.
It's a
Because you
table
hit this
flipper.
wall where you go, wow, somebody has all the houses. I can't build a hotel. So what do I do now? Well, you just sit here and let him have the Monopoly. And oh my
no!
God! Sadim's in the back. Malware Bytes are here.
Get out!
Here.
They can help you too. Look below the stream. There's a link. We need you all to click it. It helps the scan.
I can't breathe. I don't know why. This has to do with that. Help!
Grant, put on the helmet.
They're
It's
scanning the
only way.
files. Mr. Midas is in the venue today. He talked to Malware Bytes. Will it be all clear?
Oh!
Woo! And we're in. Game number 1 starts now. Stunners versus OG.
Thank you very much, Sari. Yes, OG versus the Sadim Stunners. I'm OD Pixel here with Purge for this first series of the day. We've got some interesting strats coming out. OG going full on with this 5-man push. Is he going to do it, Purge?
We'll see. We'll see. There's it's a lot of summons, that's for sure. They're going to be able to run down their opponents in death push. Thompson's playing the Dazzle this game. Jarek's on the Enchantress. Seb playing Prophet, and Sakshka playing the Beastmaster. Who's the Lycan? Are you familiar with Cry?
I imagine it's No-Sell, right? He's playing today, right? It's only Anna that's taken the step out.
I don't know who this is.
Thanks.
It's a
it's
a stand-in.
It's a stand-in. It's a French player. Okay, there we go.
All right.
So Cry is the stand-in. So
She
we've got a couple of
almost made
stand-ins.
it, I'm sure. She was very close.
Was close. So in terms of some of the call-outs already, we have VIPs on both sides. OG's VIP will be Thompson, and Sursa Team Stunners VIP will be Wagamama. So very important to see if any of those go down already. To start things off, Bamboe. He's been found out. OG making these early moves with the 4 of them, running around looking for kills before the runes spawn, and Thompson will take down Bamboe.
I wonder if there's any mangoes being hit. Not seeing any just yet.
Have we seen any of the mangoes being purchased by either side? I don't think so, right?
They haven't had a chance to put them down yet. They've been over there ganking. VIP is Jarek's.
I don't know if you can change the VIP or have multiple VIPs.
Okay.
Yeah, Jarek,
suppose not.
he knows. He says no. So we'll see what sort of lanes we have coming into place, and if indeed those VIPs can be kept
The
safe.
battle begins.
As room-wise, OG, that'll be 2 for 2 up on that. And the top lane, Gorgc, supported up by Synd in the 2 of them. There's going to be a lot of spam, a lot of mana to play with, of course, on Sadim Stunners, having not only just the Crystal Maiden Aura eventually, but also having the Keeper of the Light. So when these pushes do come into play from OG, there's a lot of spammable spells from Sadim Stunners to help clear out those early mid-game fights that OG are going to look for, and early tower objectives that OG are going to try and take.
Bamboe scouting them out here. Knows that they're coming from the side. It's getting kind of scary, but they've got the 3 heroes here, almost a basey ready for Enchantress as well. They should be able to zone the Batrider pretty easily with all of this stuff. I mean, they don't have Nature's Call level 1 because they ended up skilling Sprout to help for that kill, but once they do get level 2, they'll have even more. Wolves plus Treants.
Yeah, we'll see how much Bamboe can get out of this. He's going to have Synd by his side to try his best to help out. Make sure that if they do go for any attempt on the bat, the backup will be there.
There's the enchant slow. This is looking a little scary.
So that Synd is not quite in the neighborhood to help out. He sort of stepped away, so Bamboe in a bit of trouble. We'll not head over, slow down Jerax at least, but the chase is going to be there from the Prophet. The Wolves being kept on the Batrider, and Bamboe's going to have to TP back over towards the tower. So we'll live. Still a fair bit of time pushed away. Does have the creep wave moving in on bottom, so didn't miss out on too much.
Synd very correct. The Sox and Boar classic combo. He's the player that famously stunned the Boar with the Stormhammer.
This time, fortunately having them under his control. So unless something crazy happens with the game, he will not be stunning any Boars today. Mid lane matchup, Thompson on his Dazzle, Waggers. Mars coming into play for, I believe, the second time that we've seen here. It's 7 for 3, 8 for 1. Very even at the moment between the two of those. Bottom, CS for Cry, looking pretty good. But the tri-lane that they've got going here, OG, they can create a good amount of space for the Lycan, and still, obviously, Bamboe struggling to get a look in onto the last hits. And in fact, pressure's going to be turned upon him. He was hoping to hit that level 2, but didn't quite get enough XP for it. So he's only got the napalm that he could have played with, and that would not have been enough as they take him down. As this bottom lane proving to be very tricky for the Bamboe bat.
I mean, it's very difficult. They have 2 supports that are completely dedicated just to zoning him. And on the other side of the map, Keeper the Light can't really do the same against Beastmaster. He's been able to trade hits, lane control, get his experience. So, and not looking so good for the stunners at the moment.
I mean, Synd is going to try and come in with a blast there, but Sox just walks up, starts punching him. There's a TP over as well from Seb. Synd sprouted up as the Fairy Fire still being pushed right back. Gorg's going to try and look to dive in, looking for this Beastmaster kill him with the Quill Spray. Stacks up, he will get it. Another TP comes through from Jerax. Big blast, and in fact the setup's there. Gorgc, he gets the double. Both of them will fall. Jerax, can he find it? The uphill miss is going to mean the South continues to tick up for Gorgc, getting a great amount of value from it. He does turn and have a think about going on to Jerax, but he's low on the mana and does not have any further mangoes or mana regeneration to play with. So he will just have to look to walk away. And back in comes Seb, see if they can do this. It's a level 4 Bristle, just a 1 point in the passive, but it could be enough by the looks of it. He's still running there, still chasing.
No, they're not going to be able to kill him, I don't think. I mean, they're both quite fast, but it's going to take a lot of right clicks. All right, Sprout's going to help, but he's got the Quelling Blade ready. Cuts out immediately. There's another
They're really trying for it. It's going to be a good blast from Synd. It's going to connect onto, okay, just the one of them.
He's got so
I mean, they're committing for it.
I think they have him finally. The Quelling cuts through
They
to
got
eventually get him.
I mean, Synd gets a good blast in place, but Jerax has the stick charges, and Synd's probably going to die for this one as well. He could not keep Gorgc safe, as they'll lose Synd. A TP out there from Seb as he gets himself back to safety. Sing's come in, but Jerax, with the Nature's Attendants, healing him up, should be okay to walk this one off, as Sing just doesn't have the speed to keep up. But that persistence there from OG paying off. Jerax not going for the hits on the courier. Would have needed a few too many to be able to take it down. Reaction timing would have always been there. OG getting active mid lane. They missed the spear. Doesn't look like it should matter. As Thompson will get one heal off, or maybe it does. Oh, there's Synd. The blast will do it. Synd will claim the kill.
He was basically TP'd in on the Keeper of the Light and chased him. Was it Thompson VIP?
It was indeed. So I believe with that is Sadim Stunners claiming the bounty, taking down. Well, at least they've denied the bounty of OG. They've still got to make sure that Waga doesn't die in the first 5 minutes. He's only got 15 minutes left that they're going to have to keep him alive, and Waga's actually walking back to base, so he'll be fine.
Synd cleaning up.
See if they can get Jerax as well. Synd popping the mango. A few right clicks and another blast from Synd. It's close. Uphill miss. Is it going to be? There's not. Synd gets the connection.
This is a really good combo, actually, the Crystal Maiden plus Coddle duo, because he's got 2 spells that are spammable here, so he lowers the cooldown by quite a bit.
And look at this top lane, level 5 Gorgc on the Bristle, diving in, putting the pressure underneath the tower. There's no help here for Sox, as Gorgc using the most of this space to play incredibly aggressive on the Bristle. Bamboe TP's out just in time before Jerax's Seb can finish him off. Some good action from both teams in this early half of the map. And yes, you said the combo with the Crystal Maiden and the Keeper of the Light, it's not something that you usually see at all.
Yeah, but that's CM's specialty. It's spamming spells at a semi-low cooldown. She uses them to win lanes, to kill heroes, to just provide some kind of weak utility, but still pretty strong in their early game. And being able to cast those more is going to really facilitate Synd into a strong early game. So, not to mention the mana regen for everybody else. So, very good game for Bristol as well. That guy's crushing right now.
Yeah, Sox has got to be careful up top, especially with the phase boost now being done on Gorgc. The dives are going to be even easier for them to pull off. Mid lane OG really looking to try and get the pressure on a Waga, and at least this tier 1 tower is brought down to half HP, but Synd's in. He's going to be able to offer the D push, make it that little harder for the 3 of OG to get this pressure going for very long at all. As Thompson and Seb still trying to find a poke onto Waga. With the poison touch down, trying to go in a little
Great
bit.
Spear. Pushed his Thompson all the way down, but they're still doing some good damage to Waga.
Yeah, is out of regen.
I mean, the most important thing is that they were able to get called on this lineup here. They're against so many pushes, so the fact that they can just use this to counter push as well as with the Mars
Waga
would be big.
actually steps forward once again. The Sprout will get him, and that means he's dead. The poison touch was still on him. Thompson's able to tick him out and down, and OG, they can now look to chase off with the squishies. The Thompson here onto Synd, takes down a second. There's a bit of a mistake there from Stunners to hang around a little too long. Bamboe's coming to try and help out, but they're already down 2 members on Stunners. Another great heal bomb from Thompson. Bursting down low, the poison touch is ticking him out. Bamboe's dead. OG sticking around on this middle lane. Stunners just a bit all over the place there with that defense. They were too low, and they could not hold back the pressure.
Yeah, the max poison touch with just 2 spells cast even is a lot. Thompson gets pinned to the wall, though. This looks like a for sure kill. Nice grab from Waga.
Yeah, good return play from Waga. Straight back into the lane, and Thompson out of position.
Got 500 gold from that. Dazzle's going to buy back, though. He wants to push the mid lane, try to take the tower down, try to finish his first Necro.
Good blast back there from Synd. Will stop him from getting in. Jarex is coming with the wraparound, though. Has that opening slow onto Waga. They're chasing him down, diving past this tier 1 tower, OG. There's a lot of backup, both Synd and Sing here by Waga's side. He'll turn, get the spear off onto Thompson. Does he get the connection with the stun? So Thompson, he can turn with the heal. Gorg's turned up. Gorg looking to try and save the day here for the stunners, but already Waga is dead. Seb will fall on the back lines as Bamboe gets the wraparound and will continue to push Thompson away from the rest of the team. But at the tier 2 tower, the OG dive continues. Cry, he's in with the ult, dives in, he's able to rip apart Cinder, and Thompson gets the double kill. Cry will fall surely. Gorg, he's looking for him in the trees. Cry trying for the jukes. The stick charge is not enough. They'll get the kill. Now Sox has turned up with the Raw on to Sing. Sing gets the kill out. Gorg survives, but it's another death on Stunners. Gorg low and out of mana, so cannot continue to fight on. Synd will give him some mana back in the tank, though. The tier 1 tower is still up. Gorg, he can look to chase this down. The Sprout won't hold him. He tries for the deny, won't get it. Sox gets the final touch, but Sox surely going to pay with his life as Gorg chasing him down. Jarex has to keep his distance as Gorg doing his best to turn up to these fights, make sure he picks something up for the team. The farm still continues to look very good for this Bristle. 5 kills at the moment. Phase Vanguard done. They can't kill him, and as long as there's some sort of mana sustain, being it, Synd able to offer up the mana, this is a terrifying hero for OG to fight around. They can pretty much kill everyone else apart from this Bristle.
Yeah, and he's got CM more as well, so tons of mana. He's got all these early kills with the Vanguard, the Basie, the phase boots. He's got lots of armor built up. If he gets a Crimson Guard at a reasonable time, look at how many damage sources he can block on the enemy team. The creep summons from Dazzle, ulti going on bottom.
Now Waga is able to get Jarex there with the setup. Cry. The Centaur and these body blocks from Seb. Sing is trapped. They get the return kill.
But there's all the summons, the Treants, the Wolves, the Helm of the Dominator creeps. There's so many things to damage block with the Helm of the Dominator, and Gorgc is going to be able to get it, or not Helm of the Dominator, Crimson Guard. He's going to be able to get it really early this game and defend his team and his towers.
Yeah, and as you were saying, they've got good AoE blast, the Synd blast, and of course, once those damage items come out for Waga with the rebuke, they'll get the kills. They get the commit with the lockdown. Thompson's not going to be able to get a single spell out of that as Thompson's dead. Gorg very low on the HP, and with this rotation from Cry, he's got the micro control stunning out Gorg. That's a big kill to find. Cry with the movement towards mid finally puts an end to Gorg's early game streak. See if they can chase for more. Jarex gets the slow onto Bamboe. He's stuck in the river. Waga's heading over. No ult available on Waga. Will throw a spear to stop the Centaur. Make sure there's no further stun potential to chase down Bamboe. But it's a close game, 10 minutes in, 13-13 at the moment between these two teams.
Very run at you so far. It's basically OG being the aggressors, but on the bright side for the Stunners, they've got very good counter initiations if they get ran at.
They really do. And if they can sort of find them one by one, they've got easy pickoff potential. Jerax left behind by the rest of OG.
So we'll see where they go next with items, but right now it feels pretty good for the Stunners. They've got the heroes that they need. They've got pretty solid items. They've got levels as well. They're ready to react to these pushes. Gorgc has almost finished his Crimson Guard. Very, very close here. The downside, though, is that if the fights are all over the map, he can't be everywhere. He can't Crimson everybody in fights. But it is going to make it a lot harder for OG to make pressure on the map. They're going to have to maybe slow down a bit, do a little bit of split pushing perhaps, because at this point, it feels difficult for them to secure these kills if the Stunners react perfectly.
Yeah, no, for sure, yeah. The five-man push into a Crimson Guard just is not going to have nearly the same effect as it did in the early few minutes. Back towards mid, Waga gets the setup. Also, Synd makes sure the ball's down again to further disable Thompson. Make sure that he cannot play his way out of this. Sock's unable to offer anything to help out his mid. As Sadim Stunners continuing to show that despite the very obvious five-man push potential from OG, their team play and their heroes can deal very well when in the right positions. As each time a dive or aggressive play comes in, they always have an answer.
Grouping up to push the bot lane here. Lots of creeps. Here comes the Lycan ulti once again.
He's going to look for an easy kill. Synd is trapped up. He has got backup. Synd, can he get his way out of this? In fact, will still fall, but Bamboe's going to be there with the lockdown. The lasso's out. Won't last quite enough. Cry is able to run him back and get out of there after getting the quick kill onto Synd. This time the control not quite being there. The ult wasn't quite back up for the Mars. Waga didn't have the lockdown to follow up that lasso.
Man, we've really been feeling the reduced ulti on Lycan. This cooldown, it's dropped by 20 seconds at level 1. I feel like we've seen this thing happen like 4 times almost now. Just constantly fighting, constantly running down and participating in team fights. And I mean, thus far, there haven't been... Boots are not a popular OG item right now. Dazzle doesn't have one. Lycan's not carrying one either. JK, he's got one now, but until then. And now they're grouping to push top. Necro 1 is ready on Dazzle. He's getting his Hand of Midas prepped up as well. But Bat Rider's on the top lane. He's got drums finished. He's got Haste Rune bottled. He's ready to defend this.
See what he can do. Doesn't have the lasso, but they do have the other key ultimate. Waga has the arena ready to go. Synd's going to be the focus. Waga's trying to TP in, but it's a long one. It's going to be a bit of a time before he's in. Now he turns up. The arena's down. It's only going to trap the one, but it's a big one. Thompson's caught on the back of it all. Thompson will fall. Synd gets the nuke out to take him down, but they've lost 2 on Sadim Stunners. Only Waga and Synd left on this top lane, and now Seb turns up. 4 heroes of OG beating down on the last 2 remaining up here, as Synd will surely fall. Waga as well has no chance as Gorgc. Where's he at? He's down bottom. Did he not have a TP? He did have a TP, but didn't want to come and help out the team on that one, Purge.
If I had to guess, it probably wasn't ready by the time.
I'd imagine so, right? Because that looked like a perfect time to sort of turn up.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have his Crimson just finished yet. He's very, very close. He's got the Buckler as well as the Vanguard, but yeah, it would have been great for him to show up for that fight otherwise, especially with all the items that they had. But it wasn't there. He must have TP'd bottom earlier because he was top lane, I believe, last time we were talking about him. Just one of those situations where maybe OG abused that TP to the bot lane.
We'll get the kill on Jerax. And Thompson and Socks, yeah, they're not going to have an answer to that one after the Raw's expended. Simply goes for the TP out. Up top lane, Cry, ready to try and collapse in onto Bamboe, but with the Firefly causing some issues. In fact, Bamboe's going to try and make a play. 1 versus the 2 of them. Now Gorgc turns up. The lasso will set up for the kill onto Seb. Cry still trying to dive and chase down Bamboe. Bamboe's got the pole charge. The Will-O-Wisp is going to be there just in time. Synd able to pull him in, cancel the TP. The shapeshift will end and Cry will fall.
Great play.
They get the kills. 19 for 18, and here we have it, the creep takeover. Ladies and gentlemen, it is working. It's fully functional today, and obviously with OG being the only team in this matchup that did opt to buy for it, they get 8 creeps, Purge. That's a lot of creep.
There's so many of them.
Look at them go.
So there's lots of different things that these guys can do. They can, they have the heal, the Troll Priest heal is one thing, but it only heals for 5, so it's pretty garbage.
This is beautiful. Look at this. Thompson's got his own little army.
That's true. They can emote. That part's pretty fun. We found out
Look at
early.
the taunts as well. Look at this. This guy's dead.
Yes.
There's a literal Papega there sliding around.
That is the play dead animation. You can stop moving if you want to hide, to try to hide from enemy heroes. It removes your health bar, but you can still move and attack with it, I believe. But you can turn it on and off.
And you can still, of course, die. So you do have to be careful when you go for that sort of bluff as the dead creep.
Oh, they're stacking already. The range creeps over here stacking. Oh, this guy's got to be careful. It's very easy to die to enemy heroes, but they've got the Howl. That's going to give them lots of regen and armor. And
That's
attack.
true, yeah. They're getting the Howl buff.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. OG's been planning ahead.
Yeah.
They've got the push. Sock's going to die in the top lane. Does that matter? No. Back to the creeps. What are these creeps?
Right, where's the majority of the creeps at the moment? They're all sort of split up. Some, I believe, are setting up to maybe do some stacking in the jungle.
They're trying to help Seb. One healing Seb here on the mid lane. Stacking camps is a really good thing to do with your creeps. Healing your allies is a good way, but you got to be careful around that Bristol. He's going to shred these creeps really quick.
Coming mid lane, Cry dives in again, sings the easy target. CM's out of the fight, Cry, seeing if he can poke on for more. Gorg's a much tougher opponent to deal with. They do have the numbers though, Gorgc. Is he overestimating his strength? He's trying to head in. The arena's down, but Waga doesn't catch anyone at all. OG are able to keep themselves outside of the pit. The spear will latch though, knocking Thompson straight into the tree. Gorg's on top of him with the quill spray, stacking up, turns his back to him. But Thompson, he gets denied. The neutral creep actually came out from the camp and killed off Thompson, so they don't even get that kill. Back towards mid, Synd has the control. Will-O-Wisp down on a Sox. Waga pushing Cry to the side. Cry's going for the TP. Do they have anything to cancel down? They do. The spear was back online. Waga is able to hold him down. They'll get Cry as well. Sadim stunners take 4, and they'll get the tier 1 tower as well in the mid lane.
Oh, Seb's messing with his creep bottom here, sprouting it, not letting him kill.
What's going on here?
I don't know. I think they're just having a good time.
And the creep just blocking him off. And now Seb gets a bit of... Oh, he's going to trap him. Can he trap him? Do the hitboxes work like that?
Probably, yeah. You can probably trap him.
If you get the right position. I mean, it's also a bit of a distraction here as Bamboe's actually come across.
He's got to be careful.
I mean, as Seb, it really does feel like he's fighting the greater fight against his own creeps. As he's locked him in. He's trying to position the tree so there's no escape for him by the looks of it.
I can't believe how many of these things are
I think, he's trapped him. He's trapped the Papega. He is. And they're all enjoys.
We got some ancient stacking going on. One of these
That's
creeps
what
is
you
successfully
get.
stacked.
Do not block a TI winner. That's what that creep was
Look
doing.
what Thompson's doing. He's pulling all the creeps into ancients. That way he can get a
Oh,
bigger heal
the
off.
massive heal bombs.
Yes.
That's a Pog champ indeed. This is a brilliant strat from Thompson.
A couple of them a little scared. Oh, I think somebody stole that last hit, actually.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
The creeps
that's
can
pretty-
do that. Don't steal the last hits, creeps. As that will be effectively just dead gold, gone and out of the game. But a crazy game so far. 70 minutes, 23-19. A 2K lead. Oh, we can see the net worth of the creeps.
Oh, they're quite farmed.
I believe that's probably just going to stay as 50. I don't know if they can actually get gold.
Oh, yes. It was one of the issues that we encountered with the creeps. They were affecting how much gold they gave. Sometimes their net worth would get too big, and when you kill them, they'd give you like 2,000 gold. There's some reasons we had it disabled yesterday.
But we can see, as you said, like how many
Last
hits are being stolen by the creeps.
That's true. We got one deny from the Magnus creep, and
there you go,
one last hit from the Razor. Good for him. Thompson still farming aggressively. Bamboe finds a creep, though.
Oh, no, not the creep. Oh.
He's trying to keep
The
him alive.
creep's going in.
Waga might kill him. We'll see.
Oh, they're leaving the creep. The creep, he'll live for now. A little bit of mercy there from the stunners as they don't.
I mean, he just has to press God's Rebuke once, and I'm pretty sure these things die. Fight going on bottom, though.
Oh, Sing's trying with the ult here. Cry can't quite get him, but now Solks moves in with the roar, but the Crimson Guard's there from Gorgc, keeping Sing alive this time. Still the summons to trap him up. The Will-O-Wisp is out. Bamboe gets the lasso back. Sin with a huge blast as both Solks and Cry will fall. Jarix does get Cinnera, but they've lost 2 on OG. As these team fight, these huge sort of control that they have, this arena and Will-O-Wisp, making it very hard for the summons to come in. And now, especially with Waga having the Desolator, these, smashes with the shield, they're going to hurt, and they are going to be able to clean out some of these pushes with the summons.
There's still so many of them, though. I can count, at least, there's still 7 on the map.
How many creeps do we reckon we've just lost 1 creep at the moment?
That's what it looks like. I count 7.
5, 6. Yes, it looks like we have lost 1
Bamboe
creep.
killing one. Bamboe killing one. Oh, he just killed it. He's playing dead.
He's playing dead.
It almost worked. It was so close. Good effort.
2 of the 8 creeps now dead on OG, but you're still having 6 left. This is a good survival rate so
We
far.
got a creep
Great
on the mid
play.
lane last hitting here. He's trying his
he's
best.
trying.
He's gotten one. I saw him get one just now. That must have been the Broodmother. Good for him. Oh, you can tell which ones are creeps too because they get the Howl buff.
Yes.
With their red hands. That's actually so strong.
And I mean, he's going to be able to save quite a few of them each time.
You can put him up to 18 health regen, 6 armor, 50 attack speed. That's pretty busted, actually. It's good integration. Beastmaster in the bot lane gets stunned, though, getting ganked by Waga and then the Bat Rider.
He's going to have Roar in 10, but it doesn't look like he's going to get the chance to use it. We'll pop the stick charges. Won't be enough to keep him alive. Jarek starts to lead in. Seb's coming in with a global TP to try and close them off. See if they can deal with the three of them. A good control with Waga's spear will knock Jarek's back for now. Sing trapped up by the Sprout. They're still trying to chase for this OG. Frostbite onto the creep. Waga's going to be the focus. Impetus from Jarek's doing the job as Waga's trying to run. He'll turn. He's got the buff. Gorgc. He's turned up with the Crimson Guard. He's keeping Waga alive. Waga can turn towards Seb. Seb is falling low. Finally, Waga will die to the Impetus pure damage from Jarek's. Cry with the ult, trying his best to run away. Great knockback from Synd, forces into position. The blast won't quite reach him though, as Cry just a little too speedy. And again, Sadim Stun is able to turn up and beat them down. The ult does now end for Cry. Bamboe does not have the lasso available, so won't be able to stop either of those escapes, as both Jarek's and Cry will get out of there.
And CM got ran down by where the old Dire bot tier 1 was. Gets killed by the summons. Nice micro there to secure that kill. So it kind of looks opposite of what I expected. I feel like OG is supposed to be the heroes that run down their opponents, but then it always turns around about halfway there. It's pretty scary once the Bristle shows up.
There's been so much action, Kevin. I don't think we know some of these item builds. Have you seen the item build here from Jarek's this game?
I haven't. The double treads.
The triple treads.
Okay. That's a strong item build.
A bit of a new approach, and we do see as well he has purchased the Yule's recipe.
Oh, okay.
Did he go? Have we already passed that time? What is the time that you meant to do that
I believe it's 34 minutes.
Okay, so we'll see if he does go for that bounty rune down at the bottom right. As I imagine, yeah, buying the recipe like that, he's certainly got it in mind. He's thinking of those moonbucks, Jarek's.
Planning ahead, 20 minutes early. Maybe earlier than it is. BOT's on Dazzle. The Necro one way out of position though against the enemy heroes.
Not bad by the flame break.
No lasso just yet.
Does have a grave. He's going to try for the TP.
Is that it?
They'll be able to root him down. Will-O-Wisp is dropped as well from Synd to make sure no one else can come in to help out Topson. As that is another creep, unfortunately falling. How many are we down to now? I believe just, well, we've got 4 left.
4?
Is there one following Socks, or is that just his summons? Has he got a creep with Socks on the Beastmaster? Oh, there might be just his summons. Maybe right, just 3 or 4.
Just summons, I think.
Maybe just the 3, yeah, hovering around mid.
Is it 2 minutes? I thought it was more than that.
Let's have a look mid lane.
Oh, it is? Yeah, between 24 minutes.
See Gorgc diving in on Jarek's. Jarek's, he has not got the heals to withstand that sort of damage. The creeps can only helplessly watch from the sidelines. Seb as well will fall. Bamboe finds him in the tree line. As now we really do see Sadim Stunners at 22 minutes. They are starting to take great control of this game. Oh, step back.
He's got a lot of health, but 560, that's the best thing about the melee creeps here. You've got a little bit more armor, you've got a lot more raw HP, so I wouldn't be surprised we're missing mostly range. Yeah, it looks like all the range creeps are dead. The only ones remaining, 3 melees. 1 nuke from pretty much any hero and these range creeps die, so these melees, they're going to hit up the fountain to get healed back up.
And of course, we have seen, if you're lucky as the creep takeover, we've seen in testing that you can also be the siege creep.
Yes, that was pretty amazing in some of the tests. That's pretty lucky if it happens. Got to line up perfectly at the right spawn time, but it can happen. I do like how the melee creep bottom is positioning here. In case they want to do some boots of travel action, they can get to that position.
I mean, yeah, that has to be sort of the biggest sort of big brain play, right? Going for those bots moves.
Yeah, you know what's not the big brain play is having 2 different heroes buying the Yule Scepter recipe.
Oh, that's not. I don't think you get double the moonbucks if you do it twice. I mean, it didn't say you don't.
Seb in trouble on the top lane, looking kind of dead here, but they've got to get this kill and they got to drop off their Yule's recipe in a second here. Oh, Bamboe also prepping for it. He's got one in the backpack.
Oh, he did.
He needs to be alive,
yeah,
but
he doesn't have the teammates. Bamboe tried to go for this on his own. The coordination.
Oh no, he buys back. He's going for it. He's got a 5-second window. He's got to get on top of the spot. He's got to delete it.
How long do they have to keep it here?
In 1 second. Now he's got to drop it. Oh. He put it down. They picked it up.
Okay, so.
Oh no, Bamboe lost so much here.
Can they still get this, that it was picked up and put back down? Oh, they did. They just had to put it. They didn't have to keep it there, so both teams had completed it. They only had to drop it once. So Bamboe getting in, he did it. He got the Moonbugs versus Sadim Stunners. Both teams get the payout.
All right.
Now Waga, Arena, locks down Jarek's, quick kill. Topson and Socks now starting to retreat. Gorgc's having a poke at them. See if they want to go for this. Is now Sadim. Oh, Synd! Beautiful. Will-O-Wisp catches the 3 and the great knockback as well into the freezing field from Synd. The AoE damage from Sadim Stunners is beautiful. Double kill for Synd. Frostbite down. They'll get the 4 of them. Only Seb surviving. As again, the team fight coordination for Sadim Stunners is so beautiful. Jump forward from Waga. He's on top of Seb. Seb He's trying to juke this. He's got the shrine here, but the knockback with the spear into the tree. Seb will fall as well. Double kill for Gorgc. Godlike on his bristleback. 15, 2, and 10. This really was one of the perfect pick for the lineup of Sadim Stunners, and a pick that I believe was relatively early on in the draft, right?
Yeah, it was. It's going to make them super effective in these team fights here. They're just running down OG. OG is focused on bounties, but that's okay. That's a putting a lot of effort into this one. Oh god, not another deny. Oh my god. Did you catch that one? The creeps, they're learning from Jarek, griefing their own team. They can be smoked, pushing the top lane here. These melee creeps are out.
Oh, Bamboe. He's on it for the creep.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Just act normal. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh
no. There's no
Oh,
escape for this
no.
creep. That's what we are down to, I believe, with the final creep on OG's lineup.
That's murder.
Oh, mid lane here, Synd. He's entirely trapped up here. Does have the Ghost Scepter to buy some time. There's the Roar, everything being expended. Synd's still alive. They'll finally get on top of them. Waga's going to find the counterplay, though. Jumps in with the arena. He's trapped up the two of them. Sox is dead. Seb is surrounded as well. They may have lost Synd, but it was a perfect bait from the Stunners. As indeed a lot of hate has been sent Synd's way this game. Bless him on the CM.
I can't believe he was able to stay alive that long. I mean, it's the hard counter, right? Ghost Scepter, everything they do is about right-clicking, and it just prevents it. So they're going to go push the top lane in the meantime, though. This is the best thing they can do, and in some ways, the buyback is worth it. Though the one melee creep is sitting in the base, though. He's trying to stay alive.
Creep.
But there's not that much he can do. He can heal one creep, one hero. That's about it.
We'll see if he lasts to the end. We are going to see this push come in. Obviously, they are 11k
Thompson.
down, but you cannot write off how quickly
Thompson
this push will take buildings.
Tier 2, Thompson dying, bottom. There we go. He ends up getting killed by the Batrider. Ends up finding him while he's cutting the creep wave, trying to slow down the push on the other lanes.
Let's see if they can slow down the push up top. The Will-O-Wisp is down. Seb, trapped up, Cry. Can he get out of this? He won't even be able to find the tier 3 tower. The Crimson Guard buff from Gorgc, keeping the tower alive. And now they'll get Jerax also. The rat attempt from OG put to an immediate stop. It's a 16k lead, taking the racks in the middle. Everything looking to be going the way of Sir Sadim Stunners right now. OG, they've got a bit of a tricky lineup to play with when behind like this.
Did you see the Beastmaster win Axe this game? It's pretty exciting. Lower is basically 0 cooldown on Wild Axes. You can throw this more often. Pretty good for damage stacking, although the Wild Axe's damage talent doesn't come until 20 right now.
Always quite far away from that. Oh no, the creep!
Oh no!
Oh no! No mercy from Gorgc there as he takes out the 8th and final creep from the creep takeover.
Dazzle TP away in time. Bamboe's trying to catch him. Oh, almost. He actually did have Yule Scepter ready. Maybe not ready for that one, but which is kind of funny. He's got another Yule Scepter recipe in his backpack. That's Jerax's one. His is still sitting on the map, on the spot. But now the top push is coming. Gorgc hitting the buildings. This would be the second set of racks to fall.
Not much they can do to hold this off. Waga just straight back behind the racks. Looking for Jerax. Jerax did get the heal off. It doesn't matter though. Jerax step without buyback. As the Stunners, they'll take this second set of racks. By the look of it, the split push attempt is being there on both of the side lanes. Gorgc giving words of encouragement to Thompson, who's currently trying for the push up on the top lane. Bottom lane as well, Seb pushing onwards. Bamboe has come in to put a stop to this. As he also gets the deny on the tower. Thompson, he has a grave, does have a TP, but he knows that there's multiple ways for Bamboe to cancel it, so there is no chance of him getting out of there. Bamboe also with the lasso available to trap down another back in the base of OG. They're losing heroes as well. Sox is dove upon by Gorgc, as Gorgc beyond gone like 4 dying on OG. As the final attempt from Cry, he's just looking into the Roche pit. Was there still that Roshan bounty they could go for? Or did that have to be done in the very early minutes?
I believe that was early on, yeah. First 5 minutes.
All right, so he can't go for that one. So Cry just sort of trying to find some sort of a safe place on the map because the base of OG certainly isn't safe at all right now. The Stunners, they're going for the fountain diving. Gorgc turning his back, building up those quill sprays. They'll be back up in 20 seconds, both Sox and Seb. But unlikely that they can put a stop to this one as the tier 4s will fall. 50 seconds without Thompson. The ults are ready for Stunners as well. If any sort of a fight comes into play, Arena's available, Will-O-Wisp as well. as they're looking to dive this. Waga's in, Arena inside the fountain, trapping the fourth, and the Will-O-Wisp brings them all back as they'll pelt down upon them all as Sir Sadim's stunners brutally destroying OG inside of the fountain. They are all dead indeed on OG. Waga able to tank up those fountain hits. 20 seconds, Thompson's going to be back in, and they're going to get the chance to kill him before the game's off. Synd's looking to move things on, as well as Bamboe. They're just hitting into the Ancient. As Synd, he wants this game over. He's died a few times this game. Other than that, he's had a great show. 10, 7, 18 on him all around. Great performance from the Stunners as they get that Game 1 victory. The 5-man push from OG, it just wasn't enough. They did it into this sort of bristle-cottle lineup that looked pretty darn strong from the Gorgc stack.
It did. They did a little throwy stuff, bought a couple treads, griefed each other, gave up bounty runes, but the main thing is that they didn't really have anyone accelerate in a really big way. Lycan could do some stuff, but he couldn't do everything. And on the other side, Mars was able to get online, Batrider was able to get online, Synd was in almost every engagement, dropping ultis to get crucial kills on Thompson, for example. And that was really what gave them a huge advantage that game.
Wow, excellent showing from Sir Sadim Stunners. Can they do it a second time, though? They're 1 up at the moment in this best of 3, taking down OG. And we'll see what sort of strat OG brings to the table in Game 2. But there we have it for now, 1-0 going the way of Sir Sadim Stunners in this best of 3.